Elderly people over 60. Stop eating these 7 worst fruits, they are destroying your leg strength. Hello everyone, welcome to this issue of health knowledge sharing. Today, we are going to talk about a health topic that may affect many elderly friends: decreased leg strength. For friends over 60, leg health is very important because it is directly related to our walking ability, daily activities and quality of life. However, many people may not realize that the fruits you eat every day may be quietly affecting your leg strength. Many fruits look healthy, but if they are not eaten properly, they will have a negative impact on your leg health. Today, we will explain in detail the 7 worst fruits that may be quietly destroying your leg strength, and I will also provide you with some alternative healthy options. I hope that through this video, everyone can better understand their dietary precautions and maintain a healthier lifestyle. 1. Bananas. Too much sugar. Increased weight burden. Banana, a fruit that is generally considered healthy. It is deeply loved by elderly friends because of its rich potassium. Potassium helps regulate electrolytes in the body and supports muscle contractions and heart health. But in fact, bananas have a very high sugar content. If you eat them excessively for a long time, it is easy to cause weight gain. Why bananas might destroy your leg strength. Being overweight will increase the burden on joints and muscles, especially the knees and ankles, which are weight-bearing parts. Especially for the elderly, the knee joints are already at risk of degeneration, and excessive weight will undoubtedly increase the speed of this degeneration. In the case of long-term overweight, the burden on the legs becomes heavier, the muscles and joints become more and more tired, and the leg strength will also decrease. Grandma Lee is 70 years old this year. She likes to eat bananas very much, especially eating a banana for breakfast every morning. Her health has always been good and she walks more easily. But recently, she found that she was walking more and more unsteady. She felt weak in her legs after walking a few steps, and even trembled a little. Later, she went to the hospital for a checkup. The doctor told her that being overweight was one of the reasons for her knee discomfort, and eating too much high-sugar bananas increased her weight burden. In fact, it is not that you can't eat bananas. It's okay to eat one occasionally, but don't make it the main fruit in your daily diet. Consider eating some low-sugar fruits such as apples and oranges, which can provide sufficient nutrition without adding too much calories, and are more friendly to leg health. 2. Grapes. High sugar content. Affecting blood sugar levels. Grapes are a favorite fruit of many people. They taste sweet and are rich in vitamin C and antioxidants. Many elderly friends think it is a good choice for nutritional supplements. But in fact, the sugar content of grapes is also very high, especially concentrated grape juice, which has an amazing sugar content. Why grapes may destroy your leg strength. For the elderly, blood sugar fluctuations are an important health hazard. The high sugar content of grapes can easily lead to high blood sugar. Long-term unstable blood sugar will affect the blood circulation of the lower limbs. If the blood circulation is not smooth, the muscles and joints of the legs will not get enough oxygen and nutrition, which will eventually lead to a decrease in leg strength, and may even cause leg soreness, numbness and other problems. Uncle Wang is a diabetic patient. He likes to eat grapes very much. He thinks it can quench thirst and is delicious. However, as time goes by, he began to find that his legs often felt weak, especially when going downstairs. After going to the hospital for a checkup, the doctor found that his blood sugar fluctuated greatly, and the high sugar content in grapes was one of the reasons for his high blood sugar. Grapes can be eaten occasionally, but not in large quantities. If you like grapes, you can try to replace them with fruits with lower sugar content, such as grapefruit, strawberries, etc., so that you can enjoy the deliciousness of fruits without causing too much fluctuations in blood sugar and maintain stable blood circulation. 3. Lychee. High sugar and high calories. Affecting blood circulation. Lychee, especially in summer, is almost irregular on many people's tables. Its flesh is soft and sweet, but its sugar content is also very high. Many elderly friends think that eating lychees can provide energy, but excessive consumption may bring some health risks. Why lychees might destroy your leg strength. High sugar content can cause blood sugar fluctuations, which will directly affect blood circulation. When blood sugar is too high, the fluidity of blood becomes poor, which will lead to poor blood circulation in the lower limbs, and then affect the health of leg muscles. Over time, the strength of the legs will become weaker and weaker. Grandpa Hang likes to eat lychees very much. Every summer, he eats more than a dozen every day. However, he recently found that his legs felt heavier and heavier, especially after standing for a long time. His legs would feel particularly tired and even cramped. The doctor told him that excessive consumption of lychees may cause his blood sugar to rise, thus affecting blood circulation. It is not that lychees cannot be eaten, but they must be eaten in moderation. Low-sugar fruits such as lemons and blueberries can be used as substitutes, which can not only satisfy the appetite, but also prevent drastic fluctuations in blood sugar, and help the normal operation of blood circulation in the legs. 4. Watermelon. Too much water affects kidney and muscle health. Watermelon is one of the most popular fruits in summer. It has a very high water content and can help relieve heat and thirst. However, its water content is too high. If the elderly eat too much, it may cause some health problems. Why watermelon may destroy your leg strength. Although watermelon is rich in water, if it is consumed in excess, it is easy to cause frequent urination and even dehydration, especially for the elderly. The body's ability to regulate water has weakened. Excessive consumption of watermelon may lead to water loss, affecting muscle metabolism and repair. Muscle dehydration will gradually weaken leg strength. Grandma Chen eats a lot of watermelon every summer, and feels that it is both cool and thirst-quenching. But she always feels tired in her legs and feels powerless after walking a few steps. After examination, the doctor suggested that she reduce her watermelon intake and eat some fruits with moderate water content instead. After reducing watermelon, her leg strength gradually recovered. Although watermelon is good, it should be eaten in moderation. If you want to quench your thirst, you can choose fruits with moderate water content, such as pears, peaches, etc., which will not only prevent frequent trips to the toilet, but also will not affect leg strength. 5. Persimmon. High tannic acid content, affecting digestion and blood circulation. Persimmon is a very common fruit in autumn and winter. It is rich in dietary fiber and vitamin C, but its tannic acid content is high. For the elderly, excessive consumption of persimmons may cause some discomfort. Why persimmons might destroy your leg strength. Persimmons contain tannic acid, especially in unripe persimmons, which is easy to combine with protein to form precipitation, causing gastrointestinal discomfort. Long-term constipation will affect the body's detoxification function, causing toxins to accumulate in the body, resulting in obstructed blood circulation in the lower limbs and gradually weaken leg strength. Uncle Liu likes to eat persimmons very much. He eats a few every day. As a result, he found that he was severely constipated recently, and even felt that his legs were getting weaker and weaker, and it was difficult to walk. After the doctor's advice, after reducing the intake of persimmons, his digestive problems were gradually alleviated and his leg strength was restored. Persimmons should be eaten in moderation. Especially unripe persimmons should be avoided. You can try to replace them with oranges, apples and other fruits that are not easy to cause gastrointestinal problems and can provide rich nutrition to help maintain intestinal health without affecting blood circulation and leg strength. 6. Durian. High fat and sugar increase the burden on the heart. Durian, the king of fruits. It is loved by many people because of its unique smell and rich taste. Durian is rich in nutrients, especially containing a lot of fat and sugar, but its high energy may also become a major health hazard for the elderly. Why might durian destroy your leg strength? Durian contains a lot of fat, which is mainly saturated fatty acids. Excessive intake of this type of fat will increase the burden on the cardiovascular system and affect blood circulation. When blood flow is not smooth, the oxygen supply and nutrient supply of the leg muscles will be reduced. resulting in a decrease in leg strength, especially for the elderly. Uncle Heng loved eating durian when he was young, especially in summer. He always ate several at a time. Recently, he found that he felt heavy in his legs after walking a few steps. Especially the muscles at the roots of the thighs felt very tired. After examination, the doctor reminded him that durian contains high fat and sugar, and long-term consumption is likely to increase the burden on the body, especially for cardiovascular and leg health. Although durian is delicious, it is recommended that the elderly eat it in moderation, and it is best to reduce its intake frequency. You can choose some low-fat, high antioxidant fruits such as blueberries and kiwis, which can provide rich nutrition without bringing additional burden to the cardiovascular system and legs. 7. Coconut. Too much oil and sugar. Increased joint burden. Coconut is considered a superfood among tropical fruits. The coconut meat and coconut water it contains are rich in vitamins and minerals, but its oil and sugar content should not be ignored. Why coconut might destroy your leg strength? The saturated fat rich in coconut, especially the coconut meat, may cause the elderly to consume too many calories and fat. Excessive intake of saturated fat will increase the weight burden, especially in the lower limbs, which will accelerate the degeneration of the knee joints and other joints, leading to a gradual decrease in leg strength. Aunt Liu is a longtime lover of coconut juice. She drinks coconut juice or eats coconut meat almost every day in summer. She recently began to feel discomfort in her knees and it became more and more difficult to walk. After the examination, the doctor advised her to reduce the intake of coconut foods, especially coconut meat containing high saturated fat. After reducing coconuts, her leg strength gradually recovered. Coconut foods are not completely inedible, but it is best to avoid excessive intake. You can try to eat some low-fat, low-sugar fruits, such as strawberries and watermelons. These fruits can provide sufficient water and vitamins and will not bring too much burden to the body. Through today's sharing, we learned about 7 kinds of fruits that may affect the leg strength of the elderly, namely, bananas, grapes, lychees, watermelons, persimmons, durian and coconuts. These fruits seem healthy, but excessive consumption may increase the weight burden, affects blood sugar and blood circulation, and ultimately lead to a decrease in leg strength. So, how should elderly friends adjust their diet? We don't need to completely exclude these fruits, but to eat them in moderation and choose some fruits with more balanced nutrition and less burden to replace them. Apples, citrus fruits, strawberries, blueberries, kiwis and other fruits are all very good choices. In addition, you can also strengthen your leg strength through reasonable exercise, walking, cycling, and doing some leg muscle strength training, which would be of great benefit to leg health. Finally, remember that healthy eating habits are the key to maintaining physical vitality and strength. I hope that through today's video, you can better understand which fruits are suitable for your health and make better dietary choices. If you think this video is helpful to you, don't forget to like it and share it with your friends. Healthy life starts now.